Welcome to week 10 of All 22 Tuesday, a collaboration between FirstDown PlayBook, the Coaching Coordinator Podcast, the Scouting Academy, and FNF Coaches. We have some great plays to take a look at this week. We're going to start here with the Hail Mary play versus the Bills. And I think everybody's seen this one already by now, but a lot of teaching in this one. And to join us to talk a little bit about the Jimmies and Joes of this one is the Scouting Academy's Dan Hatman. Dan, great to have you here again.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Yeah, to your point, no one's missed this play, but I think there's some nuance here. I want to talk a little bit about the schematics with you, but then certainly the efforts by quarterback Kyler Murray and wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins who definitely need to be pointed out and put some attention on them as well.
Yeah, we'll get to that, Dan, here in a second. Watch the two incredible plays. Some of the things we were talking about a little bit before. First thing is that this is a really hard play to practice. Our years, or the years that I was in the NFL, every Saturday we would work on this offensively and defensively. But at the end of the day, really hard to practice it live because you're not going to have, $30 million worth of your product or your athletes jumping up and down on each other's ankles the day before the game. And hard to practice at any point because it's you've got a lot of bodies going up together. So that was something that stood out to me just looking at it as a football coach. The other thing I just want to point out before we get to the actual play is that this was by design. The coaches do like to think they have something to do with most of the play that happen out there. And this one's no different. The offensive line for the Cardinals, the left tackle oversets and tries to invite 97 up inside. He almost bites but doesn't and almost disrupts the launch point for Murray here. And the left guard, number 67, I think it's Pugh, actually gets outside and his attempt to pin. They're looking to get Murray on a launch point and getting either a throw into the end zone or maybe if they had better timing with it, maybe to get a ball and a receiver running out of bounds and one more shot to the end zone. But let's take a look at the really special part of this play. And Dan?
Yeah, so, one of the things, just looking at the way Buffalo aligned here, they got their two deep shell, 5 under, 4-man rush, pretty standard protocol from them on that standpoint. And then we've got Hopkins down here by himself. All right, so they singled him up out here outside the numbers. And obviously he's just taken off for the end zone. And then it becomes about the ability to get the quarterback outside. We see him rolling. And then as he's falling out of bounds to launch that ball approximately 50 yards in the air to a receiver who has a triangle of 3 Bills DBs all right there. And for him to come away with the ball was just really, really special. And again, as we get into the end copy, I think it even looks better to really understand all the little nuances that went on here.
Not poorly defended at all. I mean,
No.
Athletically, you've got, one guy making an exceptional play, which is what we talk about here with the Jimmy and Joe part of it. But right here, you can see once again, you see the left guard, all right, by design. He's going to, help seal the shade right here, trying to invite 97 up inside. That alone lets you know how much they think of Murray when they're going to roll him out away from his throwing arm and let him try to make this play to start with. So, but by design, to the single receiver side.
And right here, he's got to make this man miss because 97 doesn't bite, flashes those eyes inside, gives him a little hesitation, wraps around him. And then, you're talking about the body position there is not how you would coach a 50-yard throw. This is just natural ability here. Falling away, opposite side, trying to release this ball. No hips, just upper body.
Keith, a little bit of baseball here, isn't it? Turning two and shortstop and second base and all that.
It really is. And I'll tell you what, Dan, I am not coaching a single thing on this guy's throw and making this right here. Leave that alone.
Yes, and then this is just a drop in the bucket here. And then again, as this thing keeps rolling, you'll even see some better angles on this catch because the All-22 doesn't quite give us a little bit. We'll actually bring in the broadcast for just a second, guys, just to show you a close-up of what this is like for Hopkins to go up and take this ball away from 3 Bills defenders. Unbelievable throw, as we've seen there. Get out, create space. But right here, to go up and take that away from everybody else, there's just no words. Again, you don't coach that. You can't practice it. That's just Hopkins being special.
And a lot of times this play right here ends up being, if it gets batted, there's another Cardinal coming in here late. Sometimes you have to worry about that too. But
And you will see Isabella come. He doesn't get quite close enough.
Right.
But he's trying to get in proximity.
Incredible.
Absolutely. Just the hand-eye coordination, the grip strength, the fight to want to own that ball. This is a last-second play. Again, I don't know if that context has been shared as it's circulated. This was it. This was the play to win this game, and the Cardinals got it done.
Be sure to join us each week throughout the NFL season for All 22 Tuesday. All 22 Tuesday is brought to you by FirstDown PlayBook, the #1 football playbook tool for coaches at all levels of football. Edit any of our 35,000 plays or draw your own from scratch. All plays come with detailed coaching points and player assignments for every position. Keith Grabowski is the host of Coach and Coordinator podcast. He interviews the most knowledgeable head coaches, coordinators, and position coaches from professional, college, and high school football. Keith and his guests discuss the philosophy, concepts, schemes, and strategies that they have learned throughout their careers. The Scouting Academy teaches you how to scout like a pro. Learn from NFL executives and coaches about the process of scouting from your home on your schedule. The Scouting Academy has 40 alumni with NFL opportunities and over 130 in college football. Friday Night Football Coaches is the platform for high school football coaches. FNF Coaches delivers content to the high school football coaching community through its website, print magazine, and other digital platforms. Links to all websites can be found in the description of this video. Thank you for joining us for this week's All 22 Tuesday, and we will see you next week.